All right, congratulations.
Today, 6 new Spokane police officers were sworn in, all in front of their friends and families, and soon they will be hitting the streets. For several years, the Spokane Police Department has been dealing with a staffing crisis, sometimes saying they don't have enough officers to patrol or respond to areas downtown where crime is surging, like 2nd and Division. Natalie Grant shares how new hires to the department will address that shortage in a story you'll only see on 4 News Now.
Kirsten, back in July, the Spokane City Council approved a 3-year contract with SPD that included a 7% raise for some officers. This was one strategy to attract new hires to Spokane and hopefully address the growing staffing crisis. And today, 6 lateral hires were sworn in, coming to Spokane from both near and far. On Monday, 6 experienced police officers took a new oath to serve and protect the people of Spokane.
It means a lot to be back home, especially with family here. I have a huge family, so to be able to keep them safe and help them in a community where we all live, it just is very rewarding for me.
Spokane native Kellsey Torrez has spent the last 7 years in law enforcement in Post Falls, Idaho. Starting her career in dispatch, eventually advancing to an officer. She's continuing her family's legacy of wearing the badge.
My parents are in law enforcement. My grandma was in law enforcement, so it's kind of what I've always wanted to do, kind of the cliche father-daughter thing, followed in his footsteps a little bit.
According to Chief Meidl, lateral hires like Kellsey and the other 5 officers are key to quickly address the staffing shortages.
It cuts down on the training significantly. It allows us to know this person knows what they're getting into. And for us, they're huge at filling gaps in our staffing.
Cutting back on time and resources it takes to get them ready.
Usually with the lateral, we can actually deploy them on their own within about 3 months. For a new hire, it's almost a year from when we start the process until we can start using them. So when it comes to filling critical gaps on our department, it is a much shorter process.
And while hires like this are good for the department, for Kellsey, this is an opportunity to grow as an officer.
I want to become a better officer, and I think that it will give me more opportunity here to fulfill that. So I'm just looking forward to growth in myself and in my career.
Reporting in Spokane, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.